Hey, Mike with Nerd Problems Gaming here, the channel where we go through the good and bad of everything nerdy to make sure you spend your time on the best of the best. In today's video, I'll be doing an unboxing of Court of the Dead, Mourner's Call, so let's get into it. All right, now that we got the box out, let's open it up and see what's inside. So Court of the Dead, Mourner's Call, you actually play as various factions working in alliance with death to end the celestial war between heaven and hell. And so it looks like a pretty intense strategy game that is both cooperative and competitive at the same time, where players will work together to build armies across the underworld, but then overall there'll be one winner across all players. Looks like a pretty epic board, to say the least. Takes up almost the entire expanded table. That's pretty cool. And this game has miniatures galore, that's for sure. It seems like this game is played over a series of different rounds where players will build their armies across the underworld and build armies across 3 different factions of bone, flesh, and spirit. This definitely looks pretty complex. I think once you get the hang of it, it shouldn't be too bad to play. It says it takes about 90 plus minutes to play, so it definitely looks like it's going to be a couple hour game, I would assume, especially if you're learning it the first time. The game looks like it's also broken up into different phases. And then, like I said, each player is going to be working together, but then also there's going to be one overall winner at the end of the game based on who has the most points when the game ends. Like I said, comes with a ton of figurines representing the various armies. So here's what they look like up close. Different allies of death. The various factions. It's definitely a great design here on the characters. Again, a lot of these guys are the same, but definitely highly detailed. Like I said, these are broken down in the various factions. Between bone, flesh, and spirit. Looks like these are some cool other monsters that spawn on the battlefields. Let's check what's on the other layer underneath. Got some cool dice. I think this one represents the first player in death. This guy looks like some kind of jester of the underworld. Got a cool Grim Reaper looking guy. These are a couple unique characters. you can recruit. It looks like one of the big beasts in like Zombicide, Left 4 Dead kind of thing. These ones are various court cards. Looks like as you get these, they'll give you different abilities and power-ups for your character. All kind of undead, underworld themed. Some really cool dark artwork here. It's got some legends. Help you keep track of what everything means. Looks like these are different Mourner cards. You can recruit these characters to your team, giving you special abilities and new figures as you play. Again, just more great artwork. Got Wild West undead people, kind of thieves. Looks like a bunch of characters from Bloodborne or something like that. Lots of ghouls and zombie looking skeleton creatures. Broken up by the different factions. The cards are really nice quality too. I can just feel that they're a little thicker, more sturdier. So you've got different ulterior motives. Wallows cards, which I think are just different random encounter type things as you go. So like summoning this brittle bone raker monster, other types of remnants and enemies that spawn across the land that you have to fight and encounter. So again, just a lot of components with this game. Different location cards and things that happen there. Events that are taking place. Various artifacts that you can get. Give your characters more extra abilities. More followers that you can gather. Grow your army. Different faction cards. You can align your armies with. These ones are more just heavy-duty player cards, it looks like. Kind of your character base that you use. These are little tracker tokens. Colored bases that you put on your army characters. Etheria tokens. Kind of like the currency in the game almost. And a bunch of other little tokens here. Looks Looks like these are different Unity tokens, I believe. Give you points at the end of the game. Tokens for various factions. Another special coin that you can get. Little skull tracker tokens. But overall, that's what's inside Court of the Dead, Mourners Call. Looks like a pretty intense strategy game. For 2 to 4 players, that can go anywhere from 90 minutes and more. Looks like a game you'd like to pick up. There'll be a link in the description below where you can do that. But be sure to stay tuned for a future video where I go through a full review of the game once I have some time to play it. Well, again, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this unboxing of Court of the Dead, Mourners Call. If you did, be sure to smash that like button, as it really helps out the channel. And if you'd like to pick up a copy of this game, there'll be a link in the description below. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe and turn on those bell notifications to get the latest updates of new nerd videos we put out here. And if you'd like to help us support the channel, pick out content and more, become a patron of ours over at nerdproblemsgaming.com/Patreon. And if you'd like to plug into our live streams and Let's Plays we do on the channel, you can follow us over at Twitch at nerdproblemsgaming.com/Twitch. But once again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you more soon.